How's it going, everyone? Welcome back into the film room. I'm your host, Justin Smith, the director of recruiting for Touchdown Alabama. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in the film room. Again, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Subscribers hit the notification bell, be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. Whenever I get an opportunity to break down film, it is always great to look at what these guys do and what they bring to the table and why they are on Alabama's radar. Today, we're actually taking a look at a guy who's verbally committed to the Crimson Tide and five-star quarterback Julian Sayin out of Carlsbad High School in California. One of the Crimson Tide's 4 current commits in the 2024 recruiting class, one of the top quarterbacks in the nation. Of course, I'm excited to break down his film and see what he brings to the table. You're talking about a guy who stands at 6'1". I think during this film that we were watching now, he weighed, I think, in between like 175 pounds to 180 pounds, because he recently told me after he took an unofficial visit to Alabama last week that he has put on close to 20 pounds. So I'm thinking he's probably around that 190 range now, or high 180 range now if he packed on 20 pounds. Just looking at his frame and looking at some pictures from that particular visit. But he is a prospect who knows that he needs to add on some weight. You see Bryce Young struggling with that at the moment, so Sayin is trying to add on some weight as soon as possible and add on some weight throughout his career at Alabama, of course. So hopefully he won't have to run into those particular questions and doubts later on. But let's dive right into Sayin's film and see what he brings to the table. Of course, we have our producer at Touchdown Alabama, John Ivory, running the film. Let's get things rolling now. John, let's take a look at Sayin at quarterback. Of course, on the drop back here, feels the pressure. I don't think he even saw that guy get free yet and drops a dime over the shoulder. I like that play for so many different reasons. You go back to the beginning of it, John, but we're going to talk you guys through it. He drops back, feels the pressure, steps up, delivers a ball to the outside. I feel like he went to the outside shoulder of that wide receiver as well. So great throw by Julian Sayin, showing some great pocket presence as well. Gonna rip it. Throws a dot. He's gonna consistently throw dots on this film where wide receivers do not have to break their stride. They're gonna just continue to work down the field. Now see Sayin look very comfortable in the pocket, deliver another great ball. Like I said, dimes. He's dropping a lot of deep ball dimes in terms of his touch on his deep ball. It's really impressive. You're gonna see that throughout the film. Once again, gonna throw it deep. Great throw. Another great throw by Sayin. So we know that from we can stop right here, John. But from watching those first couple of plays, we know that this guy has a great deep ball, at least a nice touch on his deep ball. Like I said, wide receivers do not break stride. You also see some great pocket presence early on, especially on that first play, because you felt that you could tell that he felt the pressure coming from his right side, from his blind side there, and he basically stepped up in the pocket and was able to deliver a throw down the sideline to his wide receiver. So I'm liking what I'm seeing early by taking a look at Julian Sayin, but we'll continue to look at his film. Now we can get it back rolling now, John, as Sayin is going to be dropping back here, surveying the field, showing that he can hit the dig route going across the middle here, showing he can make a couple of different throws, not just a deep ball, dropping back. Another deep throw, gonna hit the corner route. I think there was a corner route. We can go back to the beginning of that last play. I think the wide receiver ran he ran a nice route right there, like he ran a corner post. Faked the post and went out to the corner route. Post corner. Once again, that great touch on the deep ball, man. Putting it out again. That's another great throw I was talking about. We go to the last play, like I was talking about earlier. Seemed to be hitting the wide receiver on his outside shoulder, putting the ball where that defensive back could not make a play on the football here. So he's gonna drop back. I feel like this throw got to that. Yes, I pretty much got to the outside of that wide receiver. So I really like that throw by Sayin. Drop back. I love the way he steps up in the pocket. Great pocket presence and delivers that nice, beautiful deep ball. I think that was his most beautiful pass throughout his film. We're going back to that last play too. Of course, like I said, that pocket awareness that I talked about. We can go back to that play where he throws that great deep ball, but also showing off that great pocket presence, stepping up in the pocket. Watch him step up in the pocket. Like I said, I think this is one of his better balls that he throws throughout his film. Like I said, wide receivers don't have to break stride. Takes it in for a score. Gonna pull off a little bit of almost shades of Bryce Young on that play right there. Keeping the play alive as he escapes the pocket and still keeps his eyes downfield. He gonna hit more of a. I'm not sure if that was a slant or out route. We can go back to it, just trying to see what the wide receiver ran. Okay, so he ran the out route. So we see him hitting the out route. We saw him hit the dig right across the middle. So we get the opportunity to see him throw a couple of the different throws. Of course, high school quarterbacks, so one of the first thing that you want them to be able to do is to make all of the throws. So we saw him hit the corner route a couple of times. Like I said, the dig. We saw him hit the out route. Another great throw. We saw a nice touch on a deep ball as well. So it looks as if Sayin can make all the throws. Nice touch on a deep ball. Like I said, he doesn't run a lot. He's one of those guys that seem to want to use his feet to extend the play. You don't see a lot of plays where he just takes off or anything. Usually they're using those feet to extend the play, keep his eyes downfield. He's gonna roll out here, set up, throw the ball. Another great ball, and his release looks really good as well. I haven't talked about it, but his release does look effortless. Like his passing motion does look effortless when he's flicking the ball, when he's throwing those nice deep balls down the field with that nice and impressive touch. So it's easy to see why he's one of the top quarterbacks in the nation and why the Crimson Tide are lucky to have him early on. Once again, shades of Bryce Young, I would say, moving out, keeping his eyes downfield, and just ripping it in there. So we see him make a lot of different throws. Like I said, not really running. That's one thing I wouldn't say I question, but I guess I am interested in how fast Julian Sayin really is. Hopefully we get an opportunity to see him play live in person, because like if you guys have been watching me here at Touchdown Alabama, you know how much I value in-person evaluation. So I am interested in seeing how much speed he has and how he looks carrying the football. Of course, you don't have to be super fast as a quarterback, but like we watch high school, college, NFL, a lot of the quarterbacks now are mobile quarterbacks. Looking at Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, of course, they have those big arms, and they are impressive with the ability to pass football, but they also can make plays with their feet. So I'm interested in seeing Sayin in that particular aspect of his game. Guys on Alabama's roster right now, I've seen all of them at least attempt and show that they can run, from Dylan Lonergan and Eli Holstein to, of course, Jalen Miro, that impressive athleticism, one of the fastest guys on Alabama's roster. Even Ty Simpson, who I think is a little bit more quicker than fast. And I think his quickness is something that is not talked about, and which is why I think he's able to make some plays with his feet as well. But overall, Sayin definitely deserves this 5-star rating. Like I said, I feel like he can make all of the throws. You saw a little taste of it here. We saw him hit the dig route. We saw him hit the out route. We saw him hit the corner route. Of course, we saw him hit the deep ball down the field with a nice touch, nice release, nice throwing motion. So it is easy to see why Alabama fans are excited to have Julian Sayin on board as part of the Crimson Tide's 2024 recruiting class. But that is what I wanted to do today on this episode of the Film Room. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. Before you leave, as always, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Subscribers, hit that notification bell. Be notified when we drop content on our YouTube channel. As always, I am Justin Smith, the Director of Recruiting for Touchdown Alabama.